So we just had the biggest leak in gaming history, like ever, happen, which is insane. I figured it was only appropriate that we play some Grand Theft Auto 5 and GTA Online while we talk about that leak, because I mean, it just lets us appreciate where we are starting from and where we're gonna end up, you know? Oh, I got him! No freaking way! Okay, I was just digging around before the video started. Okay, that's good. We'll keep that in. Okay, now I gotta actually talk about something. So in case you missed it, there was a big leak yesterday that caused everything to just explode on the internet. Grand Theft Auto 6. Lots of development footage from most likely 2 to 3 years ago. It's not exactly clear when it was captured, but guesses are around 2019, 2020. And for obvious reasons, I can't show you in this video that footage. I will say you don't have to be a genius to find it online. I mean, I'm not going to tell you how, but I'm sure you're very capable, and I believe in you if you choose to seek that out. The reason I can't show it is because Rockstar has a tendency to copyright strike, not just take down, but copyright strike channels that show leaked footage and things, which is a big issue because they strike you for each individual offense, meaning that if there were 5 clips that you show, that's 5 strikes, or at least that's what they're gonna try to get YouTube to punish you with, meaning that one video could lead to your entire channel being deleted because you showed this leaked footage, which is why it's so bafflingly stupid that so many of these like GTA exclusive YouTubers like, oh, quick clicks, I'll just show all of the footage, and then they get their accounts like perma-banned because of it. It's so stupid. But I wanted to talk about this just for a moment because I think this is a big deal, and I think it's worth addressing because everybody's been throwing out stuff like, oh, this is really, really bad for the developers, and it is. The reason it's a big deal and the reason that people should not be too excited about this leak is that this will almost certainly lead to numerous delays and extensions. It could lead to people losing their jobs for something that wasn't necessarily their fault. There's so much crap involved with something like this. It's not actually that exciting. It's actually a huge bummer. I mean, first and foremost, it's simply the matter of securing the data, because if all of this stuff leaked over something as stupid as a Slack channel that wasn't secured and a singular employee that was basically phished through an email, that means, oopsie, that means that they have a lot of work to do when it comes to securing the data for this game before they can continue regularized development. This isn't something where they're like, oh, shucks, the whole game leaked and we got tons of source code out there. Bummer. Anyway, let's get back to work. No, they're going to shut down development and work until they find out what the issue was, what caused it, and how they can avoid that happening in the future. Realistically, that means months of delays of staff not being able to do quality work, but instead having to do busy work that ties them up to try and secure this data because some prick wanted to steal the data and basically blackmail Take-Two Interactive into giving him a ton of money to not show it, which is just so I won't. I'm getting heated. I'll calm down. So there's that. In addition, employees are at risk because anybody who is in that Slack chain that leaked and that was responsible for the data captured that ended up in those leaks, they're probably done. Even though they didn't leak this or share the info with the public, because their messages were in this Slack chain, it's likely that Rockstar management just goes in there and is like, no, we're just going to clean house. You were involved technically in the leak, so we're just going to clean house. And of course, there's also the negative implications of this data getting out, just in the form that it's not ready to show. They didn't want to show in early access beta, like, well, honestly, it's probably pre-alpha footage. They didn't want to do that. And now you have all these morons on Twitter who are like, the game looks really sucky. It looks worse than Grand Theft Auto 5 because you see there's like blocks and stuff on screen. Like all these comments right above this tweet is a video that somebody posted where they show a test map, which is basically just a black and white checkerboard floor where you can test like shooting animations and stuff like that. I'm not going to show it again because I don't want to get taken down. But you see like comments where people are like, this map looks ass, which is probably a bit of a troll. I mean, maybe. And then they're like criticizing the character creator. Grand Theft Auto 5 didn't have a character creator. It was Grand Theft Auto Online that had a character creator. So already you're mixing this up. Goofy ragdolls. Like, again, it's not... This is like pre-alpha. This was never supposed to be seen. I can't find the tweet, but I did see a really funny one. And they're like, all these people freaking out about GTA 6's graphics and stuff. They're the same type that would eat a spoonful of flour, shove some eggs in there, a little water and some salt and be like, damn, this bread sucks. And they're not wrong. Like, that's the kind of people we're dealing with who are criticizing a game for in development, like, progress pics. It doesn't make any damn sense. It would be like criticizing one of my YouTube videos because you saw like the post-it note where I wrote down the idea and you're like, this idea really sucks and this video sucks. It's like, dude, no. I mean, the video may suck. That may in fact be true, but it's not because you saw the final product. You're seeing a work in progress and then concluding from that it sucks. It's just dumb. But that's the point, is a leak like these that we've seen in the last 24 hours spoil the game, not just because you see it too early, but it also changes the context of that initial conversation about the game. Instead of being hyped over some crazy cool trailer, we're all debating and trying to shut down stupid people on Twitter and explain, no, the game, like, that's just a work in progress. It's not the actual finished product. So, like, calm down. I'm going to try this and it's so not going to go well. Oh, I did it. Still got it. Can I pull off under the bridge? Probably not, but are we going to try? Hell yeah, we are. Oh my God, build different. There we go. I know nobody asked, but I actually really enjoy Grand Theft Auto 5, specifically on invite-only servers, because public servers are some of the most toxic places on the internet. Like, you cannot even fathom, if you haven't played it in the last 10 years, GTA Online public servers are unbelievable, still to this day. I mean, crazy number of hackers, scammers, little 12-year-olds that are just screaming the N-word in like the text, the like world text chat and things, just trying to get like streamers banned and stuff. It's just horrible. It's like Mos Eisley. It's just the singular most disgusting hive of scum and villainy in the galaxy. But where does this leave us moving forward? Like, what does this look like in the next 6 months? Well, for one, I would guess if we were going to get the game sometime next year, that's probably pushed back 6 months to a year. Because again, they have to figure out how this happened and then lock everything down, redo all of the security protocols. They probably make everybody get new logins. IT is going to have a field day trying to re-encrypt everything. Not to mention the lawyers are going to be working overtime going after whoever did this. There's some rumors as to who might have done it. Between former employees and other possible candidates. None of it's been confirmed as of like the time I'm recording this video, so I'm not going to explain or go into any of that, because if I'm wrong, I could ruin someone's life, and I'm not going to do that just for easy clicks. So all I will say is that like some people think they know who did this and are pretty sure, and it's not what people have been saying it is. It's somebody who's being a little snide and trying to get revenge. But I'll leave it there. So I think we see a game delay first and foremost. That's what I would expect. We probably won't hear like, we were gonna release it this winter, but now we're releasing it, or the next winter, but now we're releasing it the following winter. We'll never hear that. We just won't hear a release date posted until much later, which is a big bummer. Secondly, I would guess that this changes the work-life balance for Rockstar employees by a ton. I would fully expect that the work-from-home policy that some employees have benefited from is gone after this. I think all of those employees who were working from home are now going to be called into the office where they can be closely supervised, where they can lock all of this stuff down because they just don't want to risk it. But the real people who suffer from this are the employees, which is why this is such a bummer. Because in case you weren't aware, most companies and game developers, and Rockstar, my understanding is no exception, they get compensated through bonuses in addition to their regular salaries when the game launches based on the Metacritic scores that the game receives. if the game ends up being a 10 out of 10, the employees get crazy cool bonuses and tons of swag, not just to mention it looks great on your resume for you moving on to the next project. You know, it can be really, really good for your career. But when the game is delayed, that all changes. You know, I was talking to one person who was an employee over at Obsidian Entertainment during the development of Fallout New Vegas. And famously, they lost out on their bonus because they missed the Metacritic average they needed by like 1 point. They got, I think, like 79, but they needed an 80 to get the bonuses that they were hoping for. So they just didn't get bonuses. Real big bummer. No one to blame. It just kind of sucks that it didn't get received that well. But anyways, he was saying that he had been hoping and planning to buy a house using the bonus as a down payment. It was going to be a good chunk for him, like 10 grand that he could use through like an FHA loan to go and get his first house with his wife and start a family. And something as simple as the low Metacritic scores resulted in him not being able to do that, and him having to put off his hopes and dreams of being a homeowner to have enough space for his family that he wanted to start. Like, this stuff has real world consequences. It's not just, oh, Grand Theft Auto 6 is delayed by 6 months, big bummer. Like, no, if people were planning on big financial movements, and now that's at least 6 months further or a year or more further away, simply because some prick wanted to release some data for, like, I guess, easy clout, or to try to milk 100 grand from random people through Bitcoin. Like, it's not a laughing matter. Like, this can actually fundamentally alter and impact people's lives. Like, I get it. We're all excited for Grand Theft Auto 6. I mean, really anything that Rockstar touches. But it's just not a laughing matter with some of these things. Like, some people's lives can be fundamentally changed over something as stupid as a video game leak. Like, some people's lives will be altered, and it sucks. And if you don't care about the people or the developers, you know, cry me a river, you make video games for a living, whatever, at least care about the delay. I mean, this guy that leaked this stuff has directly caused Grand Theft Auto 6 to be pushed back even farther. And that just blows. It just does. As a gamer, having to wait even longer for a game that's taken a decade to put out, it just sucks. It sucks. But that's all I really have to say. I'm just bummed about this, and I think a lot of other people are bummed about this. And no doubt there will be lots of people that are throwing out like quick and low effort YouTube videos where they just flash the leaked gameplay, you know, trying to get some quick clicks and things, but don't engage with it. It not only doesn't help you, but it also really doesn't help that YouTuber, because if they get caught, their channel could go away. So like, don't feed the stupid. Like, let them just be dumb and suffer the consequences. Leave it there. But I'm gonna get back to work on the big Mafia series critique that I have coming later this week. Subscribe and ring the bell for that. It'll be coming out very, very shortly. And I'm gonna be over on Twitch right as this video goes up. So come and say hi after you watch this. I would love to see you. So links in the description box below the like button. Thanks for watching. Love y'all. See you over on Twitch. Bye-bye.